So if the senses are not there, the body is no utility, correct? It's just like a bag. The more important than the sense is the mind, because mind becomes filled with all the desires, because senses look for sense objects, and to enjoy the sense objects, the mind becomes full of desire. Then higher than the mind is the intelligence, because intelligence can still control the mind. Intelligence is discrimination, determination. Most of the people don't know they have intelligence. Modern day youth. I like something, they do it. They don't know there is something called intelligence, which is called discrimination. Yes or no. And then above the intelligence is the soul proper. So this is the setup which is given in Bhagavad Gita very nicely. Indriyani parani ahu indribha paramamana manasa supara buddhe yo buddhe parasasa saha. Now it has a lot of implications. Try to understand. The first thing is that the lowest platform is the bodily platform, where the senses is there, mind is there, intelligence is there, soul is there, all is switched off. Just understand that condition. The load of the desires in the harassment of the mind is so much, person can't move. He is just flat. The desire for sense gratification is very strong. So strong he goes mad. You give him 2 hours, you give him work, he cannot do anything. Unfortunately today, when people join the first year, at least in engineering, they are very sattvic. They come from good background. And go second year, third year, fourth year, they come down from somewhere they are in sattvic, they come down to this platform flat. You give them 2 hours, they cannot do 5 minutes purposeful work. Not saying everybody, but many a time this is happening today. It's not only I'm saying engineering. Overall, the schools and colleges have become slaughterhouses. Slaughterhouses of character. Prabhupada says very nicely, they have become places which are hubnut for sinful activities. You send them there to learn sinful activity. Education, we do not know what is happening, but sinful activity definitely he learns. Okay? That's very unfortunate today. Education is just not bending an iron. Education means developing character. And what character? There is no principles, no training, no values, nothing. Even the institution is also there just to make money. So the whole thing is upside down. So the person is the most abominable stage. We can say plants, animals, and even nowadays human beings are on this platform. The person can't do. You give him something, he can't do anything. He just will sleep. Or the harassment of the mind is so much he can't do anything. Okay? Slightly better than this platform in the situation where the person has overcome lethargy. Okay? Many of you know this, but I am just revising and then I'll develop the implications. So lethargy he has overcome. Now he is a modern day working man, working very hard. All your famous men in this world come in this category because they work very hard and they achieved. But this is a very low platform, only second platform, which is considered the highest in the society. Most of the people in the society, all the personality improvement books is work hard, have a goal. What is the goal? Second platform only, where senses are very busy hunting for sense object. Correct? Somebody got a good car, he got a good mobile, he got a good house, he got a beautiful wife. Life is success. That is second. Definitely is better than this platform, who is just sleeping all the time. And that people do not know there is anything higher around the whole world. Therefore, Prabhupada says that Bharat Bhumile Janma hoy yaar, Janma Sartha Kari Karo Paropkar. You are born in India, do something. Inform the people there is something higher. They are not aware there is anything higher. They think this is the highest. I work hard, I achieve, I enjoy. But he can't see. There is an example which we are reading, that a person is on a tree and in the branch, 2 rats are eating the branch. Below that, there is the big snake waiting for him, and below on the ground, one tiger is also waiting. But his only consolation, so the 2 rats are white and black, they are compared to day and night. So any time he will fall. And when he falls, snake and tiger are waiting. But his only consolation is that there is a honeycomb above. Sometime one drop of honey comes. And he is busy that the drop he gets on his mouth. So our life is also like that. There is hardly any pleasure. And any moment that branch will be finished by day and night. And I fall, tiger and big snake are waiting to devour me. So this is my situation, but I am not. I take my present situation as all in all. That is Rajoguna. No brain to understand. This will not be permanent. It is not a permanent situation. Correct? Morning we are discussing the very big realization. If you can understand this much, my life is temporary. You are like Nobel Prize we can give you. You are better than the people, fools who get Nobel Prize. This much if you can understand, the life is temporary. You are a Vidwan, great person you are. This is real wisdom. Wisdom is not how to bend iron. That's foolishness. Waste of time. So, Indriyani parani ahu indirabha paramamanaha. Manasassu para buddhe. Okay? So, more important than the Indriyani parani ahu indirabha paramamanaha. So, I come to the mind now. Now, this platform, what happens is that, can you see? Because of light, we actually kept for recording. Things are not so visible. So mind what is happening at the mental platform, there is something very interesting happening. What is that? He is able to do something. He has overcome lethargy and there is no harassment of the senses. This man is a sattvic man. You will not find these people. मतलब ढूंढ के हजारों में you will get one. मनुष्यानाम सहस्रेषु Kashit yatati siddhe. Krishna says among thousands of men, there is one person who is sensible. This is this man. There is no harassment of the senses and there is no lethargy. He has overcome both. The first man who comes to the sensual platform, you have to congratulate him because he has done something. He has overcome lethargy. He doesn't sleep 20 hours a day. Better. Now, better than him is a man who is able to overcome the harassment of the senses. Take one person overcome lethargy, congratulate him. The next person not only overcame lethargy, he overcame harassment of the senses. He is a sattvic man. Wonderful. Human life starts at this platform. Below that is animal life. Correct? So whenever you go anywhere, you go to market, you go to colleges, you go to hospital, all animals, no human beings. Because they are only in these two platforms. We are not just wanting to insight. It's a fact. Society is full only of animals. Okay? Monkeys, donkeys. You only see that actually. You will not find any human being. Like monkey jumps from one branch of the tree to another branch of the tree. Because from one set of girlfriends, he jumps to another set of girlfriends. That's what the monkey does. So you may be having a big car, Mercedes. If your work is same, aren't you a monkey? What is the difference? So, civilization is based on consciousness, not on the body, not on the situation. How much it makes you peaceful. If you understand this fact, that independent of what car I have, independent of what house I have, independent of my mobile, that's all only thing people have nowadays. Independent of these three things, if I can be happy, how much peaceful a person will be. My happiness depends on my consciousness. My happiness doesn't depend on the external things I have, because this thing is not determined. In life, many times these things go away. Correct? Or even in old age, anyway, even if they are there, you can't touch also. So you become very mad, senile, you go into depression. How many people come for depression just because they lost a little in business? Now these things are not there. So much they become mad that without these things I cannot be happy. How much freedom it is. This is not a 26 RI. What is this nonsense freedom? There is no meaning this freedom. Freedom means freedom from the harassment of the senses. Correct? Freedom means freedom from lethargy. That is freedom. What is this freedom? Correct? What did we achieve by becoming this freedom? Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, very important, when Srila Prabhupada came and met him for the first time, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada asked him, you take up the mission of Lord Chaitanya, spread it all around the world. So Prabhupada said, he was very respectful because he has grown up in a Vaishnava culture, Gaudiya Vaishnava culture. He said, that is nice, but my dear Swamiji, one question. Until we become independent, how we spread the message of Gita? Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada said, it has nothing to do with it. There is no connection. Now tell me, the country has become independent. What facility you are getting to spread the message of Gita? Can you go to any school and say, I want to give Gita class? Will they allow you? What is the use? What is the use? No benefit. In fact, Prabhupada said when he was trying to travel also out of India, he said it was more easier in British time. It was not so difficult. So many people are going to England to study law and all. So many laws were introduced. Foreign exchange law, this law, that law. You can't move. So much. And now maybe things are not so difficult, but at one time it was terrible. So the real freedom means to become. So human life starts. Therefore Prabhupada says, whatever you do, even you want to forget God and soul, we have one request. Don't go to Tamoguna, Rajaguna. That also people have to learn from us how to become happy materially. Take our advice. If you want to be happy materially, don't do it in tamasic and rasic nature. A pig, when he's eating stool, he thinks he's enjoying. But the fact is, it's not true. There are better ways to enjoy life. So similarly, the person who's a drug addict sleeping whole day, he thinks he's enjoying. He doesn't know there is higher enjoyment available. Once you just show him the higher enjoyment, he'll give up that. Correct? The better ways to live. Correct? Suppose somebody is eating rotten food. That's what happened to Prabhupada in America. Actually, they were eating rotten food. They don't know how to eat also. Everything he has to teach. And then when Prabhupada used to personally make, he will make sweet rice, he'll make gulab jamun, he'll make puris and all. They used to tell Prabhupada that in dream also we are not eating this food. Forget day. So that is also another thing, So if you want to save the world, help them to come out of Rajoguna, Tamoguna. It's the greatest, it's a very, very dangerous, these two modes. That is the one which is responsible for all the crimes happening in the world today. No Sattvic man will do crime. Suppose I have one mentality of another, we will discuss for days and years. Unfortunately, when you are in Rajoguna, Tamoguna, whatever dress you may be, even in this dress you can fight. But, correct, dress is not important. If you are in Rajoguna, Tamoguna, suppose the man is a tamasic man, you go and tell him, you're mad or what, he'll kill you. A rasic man will shout at you, he will work. Tamoguna means he will attack. He will simply attack. We hear in the newspaper, one matchstick somebody did not give back. One matchstick. वो कितना होता है एक पैसे का उसके लिए मार दिया. Because he is gone, very tamasic. That's why most of the crimes happen when people are under the influence of liquor. Why? Because at that time they are in the lowest of consciousness. So I'm in a human form of life. Why should I stay there? Why should I stay there? Something very nice today I heard Prabhupada says something very nice. A child, when he is trying to walk, he falls down. Just because he falls down, he does not give up the business of trying to walk. Because he has to walk. So similarly, if he say, nahi ho sakta, main to tamogud mein hi hu. No, you have to walk. You cannot say, bacha, do bari gira, ab to chhod do. You cannot give it. You have to walk. So similarly, Paramatma is also waiting. Just like anyhow, the parents are waiting. No problem. He fell 2 times, 3 times. He will walk one day. Correct? The capacity to walk is there. It is not the parents are introducing capacity to walk. If that capacity is not there, you cannot do anything. Whatever you do, he will never be able to walk. So Atma has a capacity to serve the Lord. Atma has a capacity to be away from the lower modes. So even though in our weak condition, we may slip sometime to Rajoguna, Tamoguna, don't give up the business to come out of the lower modes. Because spiritual instructions cannot be given at these two modes. They only will be understandable from above, Sattva-guna. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. Only in the situation of Sattva or even higher, you can understand Krishna consciousness. Below modes, you cannot understand. It is said in the Bhagavatam that in the Vina Pashugnath, tamasic man, if you give him Krishna conscious instruction, he will become angry. Just like Srila Prabhupada came to India. So in Bombay, they started a center. A very nice history. So there was chief magistrate or some big police officer. He made a statement. What is this Hare Krishna nuisance? Prabhupada was wild. What kind of man is he? He is finding Hare Krishna nuisance. He is a tamasic man. So this is, the people are not be able to appreciate at the very lower modes. They get agitated and irritated. We should be careful. So this is a very nice platform which we discussed. Mental platform. What happens with this platform? Person is very nice. Another instruction Prabhupada gives. In a jail, we should not get into the business of going from C class jail to A class jail. Our business should be to get out of the jail. So even though sattvic life is better than tamasic life, still our ambition should be to come to spiritual life. Don't think, okay, I stay very sattvic. Sometimes it happens. I live very comfortably. I don't do bad activities. I am very wise. I am very intelligent. And we think this is enough. This is not enough. Because C class jail to A class jail, jail is jail. Birth, death, old age, diseases are there. These problems are there at all the stages. Okay? So person therefore should not get in the comfort zone, push for the next. That is intellectual platform. At intellectual platform, mind has become philosophical. Not only at sattvic platform, it desires knowledge. Rasic platform, he wants money and power. Tamasic platform, he wants to sleep. When he has hunger, he goes for some job. That's why in Mangalore, you see the daily wage is very high. They work for 2-3 days, ask anybody. Rest 4 days, they sleep. Because now there is no hunger. They will not work. No need to work. We all have seen this problem. And then the next platform is philosophical. So here he wants to sleep. That is Shudra. Shudra is not by birth. It's by what consciousness you maintain. If you exit a Shudra platform, we recently read in Bhagavatam, you go to Puyoda. Very dangerous hell. You may be born in a very tamasic situation, but you have to work hard and go up. You cannot stay there. If you stay, go to hell. So there is severe punishment in human form of life to only sleep. Sleeping is also a sin. You cannot say, I have got time, I am sleeping. Sleep. Another sinful activity. That is also an activity. You got a human form of life, you are simply sleeping. Puyoda, come. Vamuduta the waiting. They put you in a ditch of all obnoxious things. And 1 lakh forms, 1 lakh lives he has to be, drink all that, drink diet, then he get on. See your punishment. You cannot sleep. You cannot waste time. Correct? You see any hostel, ask them. Minimum 12 hours of sleep. That's the average. Puyoda, waiting for you. And then next is Rajoguda, and then is Sattvaguda. So Rajoguda, it wants money and power, that is Vaishyas and the Kshatriyas. As Sattvaguda means he wants knowledge. He doesn't want money, he doesn't want power. Now next to that is called philosophical platform. Then this man, I remember when I was 23-year-old, that is the first time I asked this question, who am I? Why? Because I was in lower modes. I cannot ask this question. Correct? Can anybody ask? Can the discussion also occur in any house? Who am I? No discussion will occur because all of us are in these 2 modes only. And TV is there to put pressure, to push you down. If by mistake you have gone up, it will push you down. So philosophical platform is the platform at which person starts seriously thinking. Okay? He understands that I am not the body, I am spirit, soul. Okay? Yesterday we did very nicely the different platform, Annamaya and all. And then higher than that is spiritual platform, where person comes to taste eternity. So that should be our business. Not that sometimes when we come to Krishna consciousness, we become away from the lower modes and we become very blissful, happy. We are able to be wiser than other people. We don't do sinful activities. Financially also we become well settled compared to what we were. Prabhupada says, then they leave Krishna consciousness. This should not happen because they didn't understand for what they came to Krishna consciousness. Because mostly when people come to a place of worship, they come with material objective. Correct? I should become more comfortable. I should get peace of mind. No, for this purpose, don't practice Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness practice to see the Lord face to face. Then you come to the spiritual platform. So this is actually a very nice analogy in Bhagavad Gita given how systematic it is. One after another. When you are on the lowest platform, all above are switched off. When you come to the next one, that essential platform, that is switched on, but mind is off. Therefore, you behave, you do funny activities. Okay? You are harassed by the mind and doing activities. Then next, when the intelligence becomes on, then you come to a better stage. And the soul is awakened, you are in the higher stage. Now, in the previous shlokas, Prabhupada was talking about conquering kama. Now, from this also you can understand. Suppose I am on the lowest platform and the mind is harassing. Okay, but higher are there, no? Open the intelligence, go to the higher. Another thing Prabhupada says in the previous verses, that the place for sitting of the lust is senses, mind, then intelligence. All the places put Krishna, there is no place for him to sit. Where will he sit? Suppose somebody comes to you and you don't want him to sit, okay, in a car, all the seats you fill. then he has no place to sit. He will go out. So at the senses, you think about Krishna. Senses, you engage in Krishna service. Eyes keep looking at a beautiful form of Krishna. Then any beautiful form of woman will not be interesting to you only. Nose keep smelling the flowers offered to the Lord. Then you are attracted by other kind of scents. You will not be. So all the senses, tongue, you keep taking delicious food, which you cannot dream also. Then what will happen? The meat, and easy to leave all that obnoxious food. Otherwise, people are struggling to leave meat. I don't understand. Struggling. What is so struggle, Baba? You eat nice food, you easily can leave away. And ears, you hear about Krishna, you hear Krishna Kirtan, you will not have any interest to hear about, so much nonsense. So, senses are engaged. There is no place for Kama to sit there. Then mind you engage in a similar way. Intelligence you engage, how to serve Krishna. Over. If Kama Purusha come, no place to sit. Cupid come, no place to sit. It's full. Go out. Close the car. And then your life is blissful. So, therefore, our objective, we cannot fight with Maya. Our objective, process of Krishna consciousness, is to attentively hear the Maha Mantra. What is the mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the power is, you don't have to go systematically. One shot you will jump to the transcendental place. The magic. One by one to go, whole life it will take. Therefore, in the Vedas, the instruction is Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda. Slowly, if you are tamasic, these are the activities you should do. Therefore, some Puranas are tamasic Puranas. They are not tamasic, but instructions are for tamasic people. Some Puranas are giving instruction for Rasic people. Some Puranas are giving instruction for Sattvic people. 18 Puranas you can divide 6. Okay? If you want detail, I can give you the list. But what happens that you do not need to do that. Hare Krishna mantra will directly take you from the deepest of Tamoguna straight to experience of Krishna consciousness. That's what Prabhupada did. What he was doing in park in America. He was chanting the Krishna Nama and they're sitting and chanting with him. And then what happened? The explosion of consciousness. They could not believe it. Previous to that, they were on the counterculture, hippies. They were taking drugs to somehow elevate their consciousness. But then it goes and it falls down. But if you attentively chant Hare Krishna mantra, it is so powerful, you are permanently thrown to the spiritual platform. Therefore, they made a pamphlet that time. Not Prabhupada, his own disciples. Stay high forever. And they distributed to all the drug addicts. Because every day they have this experience. They take drugs whole night. In fact, can you not imagine what kind of audience Prabhupada faced? In the morning, he used to have a class. Say morning, we have a 7 o'clock class. All the people attending the class were the people just like, tell me, if I am holding a class in any, engineering college, there I am teaching. At morning 6 o'clock, who comes? The only person who had night out. Nobody gets up at that time. Not possible. That is the time. 3 o'clock they sleep. What 6 o'clock anybody is going to get up? I'm not saying everybody is like that. There are some good boys also. So the reality is, same thing Prabhupada. Now India is now 50 years we are behind. We are learning. We are going down slowly. So we are also learned that in 50 years before, ISKCON has now golden jubilee. 50 साल पहले जब प्रभुपाद जी अमेरिका में थे, उनकी मॉर्निंग क्लास में खाली वो लोग आ जाते जो रात को दारू पिए थे, ड्रग्स खाए थे, बस. And he is doing Kirtan class. Imagine their condition, what they can understand. But they are just hearing the Krishna Kirtan. They're finding an experience which they cannot believe. Because another thing is that we do Kirtan. Kirtan depends on our heart. We actually are nowhere actually. Acharya is singing is like call for the Lord with full intensity. Correct? Hare Krishna mantra is, my Lord, I want to serve you. So more eager we are to serve Krishna, the more intense is the call. And finally, they woke up. And they themselves printed and distributing the pamphlet, stay high forever. So this Krishna consciousness is so auspicious. Where is the time to go step by step? There is no time. We directly take to Krishna's service. That is what Prabhupada says in the purport of this point. If the soul is directly engaged in Krishna's service, intelligence, mind, senses, body, all is also engaged. That is behind the soul. Correct? Srila Prabhupada ki